without any waste of time. Honorable Malema, just a moment.
Yes, actually, it's supposed to be like that.
Let me take the two of you. You are the only ones who have raised hands.
I just want to, mine is very simple. So, I understand you advocate to be saying, me and my husband do not go into details of discussing our work-related matters. Because the things that happen on TV, on newspapers and all of that, it's not specific cases that you are dealing with, to a point where you are even scared to say there were storms which flooded headquarters of crime intelligence. That's not discussing work. That's discussing issues at a high level, not minute detail of what you guys are dealing with. Am I correct?
You are correct. Those generalized discussions, they do happen.
I will understand that as a married man myself. We never discuss detail of EFF with my wife, but we discuss EFF. Not who's going to which position, who took which file and all of that. We don't go to that extent. And that's what the understanding is.
You are correct. We discuss generalized law enforcement issues, but not the specifics of crime intelligence. Thank you. And thank you for providing that clarity.
Thanks. Thank you, Chair. No, I just want to follow up on an issue. I know that Advocate Johnson mentioned it in passing, but it caught my eye. Advocate Johnson, were you saying that you are investigating General Masemula and General Mkhwanazi, or you investigated them and you found no evidence? Which is it? Are they under investigation, or you had investigated them and you've moved on to other matters?
So, to be clear, Chair, there was an investigation in which both are implicated, a matter arising out of IPID. In terms of the allegations for that matter, there is insufficient evidence for me to move against the both of them. And I also did, when the stories came out about IDEC has warrants of arrest for General Masemula, I did something I wouldn't ordinarily do. I called him personally. I said to him, General, if you hear the story, it is not true. There are no warrants for your arrest. Happened 2 times thereafter as well. He is the National Police Commissioner. I afforded him that respect. So I do not have an investigation against them in the manner that was put to me, Chair.
Are you done, Honorable Member? May I proceed? Yeah. You wanted to check about the time, Honorable Skosana. The time is 45 minutes, 30 minutes for full member, 15 minutes for the alternate.
Thank you, Chair.
But for sure you have seen the example. No?
Yeah, I'm watching it here. Thank you, Chair. And good afternoon, Advocate.
Afternoon, Honorable Skosana.
Do you know Junaidi John Johnson, who previously worked at Telkom?
If you repeat the first name.
Do you know Junaidi Johnson, who previously worked at Telkom?
Yes.
Are you related to him?
If it is Junaid Johnson,
yes,
that is my husband.
Following his retrenchment, he was appointed as the special investigator at the Directorate of Operations with a Scorpion in the National Prosecution Authority. Am I right?
Following his retrenchment, Chair, he worked in the information management security component of the NPA first.
Right.
And you are then correct that he was later appointed, Chair, as a member of the Directorate Special Operations.
When he is recommended for his appointment, were you part and parcel of the interview panel?
No, Chair, I had nothing to do with be it the shortlisting, the interview process, and or the recommendations.
So you are not part and parcel of that interview panel?
No.
So you confirm that you were not part and parcel of that interview panel?
I was not part of the interview panel for
Yes.
the position of special investigator.
Or any other where he was interviewed?
There was, Chair, a later position where I was part of a panel, but when he had to go in for the interview, Chair and honorable members, I was excused by the panel because I had, at that time we were married, and so I did not sit in the interview of Mr. Johnson. I was excused. I did not.
No. Advocate, I just want to get clarity now. Before you recuse yourself, were you part and parcel initially of the panel? For the same post? You were part and parcel of that?
That is correct, Chair.
So there was no conflict of interest in your view?
There would have been a conflict if I remained when he was being interviewed for that post. When he had to come in for the post, I was excused from sitting in on the panel. So he was interviewed by other panel members. I was not part of it.
Okay, I'll come back to that. Because prosecutors deal with highly classified and sensitive information, am I right?
Correct, Chair.
Do you know Tyler Shabalala?
Advocate Chabalala is a prosecutor in IDEC.
We'll get back to that as well. Understandable, one will expect certain level of security clearance in relation to prosecutors, especially in the leadership structure, and in respect of senior prosecutors you have. Now, by virtue that they've got a high profile, and they do complicated investigation and prosecution, am I right?
Correct, Chair.
Yourself, have you been subjected to any security vetting by national intelligence agents and provided with a top security clearance? Your mic?
Sorry, I have been throughout my career as a prosecutor, and I do have my top clearance certificate with me. I am currently in top secret status in terms of clearance.
How many prosecutors do you have which were subjected to security vetting by national intelligence, NIA, you used to call that because they change names every time, and who were provided with security clearance certificate?
Honorable Chair and members, I do have that information. It is on my laptop. If you'll give me an opportunity, I can access it. But everyone, all investigators and prosecutors, Chair, are obligated to fill in the security vetting form, and the vetting process must be undertaken by state security. The vetting is in various stages of completion, but security clearance certificates have been issued for various staff, Chair. If there's a specific individual, honorable member, that you would like to know about, if you would indicate, and as soon as I get an opportunity, I will check it. I do have it.
But you can confirm that every prosecutor which you have, and investigators, they've got top clearance certificate?
Every prosecutor and investigator in IDEC has a level of clearance. Many of them do have top secret. For those who do not yet have top secret, it goes back, Chair, to the fact that it is state security that does the security clearances, and we rely on them in terms of them finalizing that process or expediting the process. But all documents have been submitted to state security.
Are there any instances where any member of your team failed the security clearance? If yes, how many?
None that I have been made aware of, Chair.
In terms of how many, you said we've got
128, but that also includes corporate services, honorable member.
Now,
just a moment, Honorable Skosana.
Oh.
Honorable Malema has a question.
Prosecutor Chabalala, the honorable member is asking about, does he have a top secret certificate?
I will check it and revert in in a moment if I can. It's not a secret to indicate who has and what the levels are. I did ask for that information. I do have it on my laptop, Honorable Malema.
In terms of demographics, can you perhaps, because you just mentioned, you know, people of color, how many do you have?
Out of the 128,
Yes.
if I could just, sorry, Honorable Member. Out of the 128, only 18 of them are white, which means the people of color are 108.
Yeah, but I want us to break it down. Africans, how many Africans?
91,
Indians?
16, 16,
Coloreds?
3,
3.
yes. And the white 18.
Yeah. Who from SAPS referred the corruption allegation of Vusmuzi, known as Ket Matlala, matter to IDEC?
It was a general from the risk audit section of the South African Police Services.
He's the one who referred the matter to you.
That is correct.
And what have you done about that?
The referral was in terms of Section 27. We've declared an investigation, and we are busy with an investigation into the irregularities or the alleged corruption.
In relation to Brian Badiach, you don't mention his involvement in the Toshen Pandey investigation, which was a highly publicized, high-profile matter. Why?
I wasn't asked about the Pandey matter, and the Pandey matter, whilst it started before my time, it was then that I'm given to understand that in 2021, Mr. Padiachi was sought by my predecessor to come to IDEC to assist with that matter. There's nothing sinister about not mentioning his name. We only mentioned some matters that he dealt with, Honorable Member.
His proximity with SAPS Johan Boysen, the crime and the crime intelligence Diana Modley, do you know about that? The proximity?
No, Chair. I'm not aware of it.
Do you know that his wife is a deputy director of public prosecution at the NDPP office in KZN?
I became aware of it when I joined IDEC in March 2022. I do not know her at all.
You were only aware at when you joined?
I only became aware when I became the ID.
Now, my honorable colleague here, Mr. Adams, remember I wanted clarity earlier. Now, I want to find out from you. In fact, I'll finish with my colleague Adams. Because of time, I must just try to ask as many questions as possible. But I'm happy so far, Advocate, you are answering, you know, you are not lecturing us, you know. Andre Johnson only became aware, remember, you only became, and I'm talking about you now, about this Medicare case or a contract in February. Were you only aware in February about this Medicare issue?
Yes, when it was referred to IDEC.
When General Masemula gave his interview, he confirmed that Pemwell had called him regarding the Medicare submission tender process, specifically about the issue of the invalid tax clearance certificate. At that time, Pemwell confirmed he was investigating other matters related to Tembisa hospital contracts. Are you aware of that?
I'm not aware.
Based on the evidence and the sequence of events, I'm not sure whether I don't want to accuse you, but National Commissioner General Masemula later stated that after speaking with the head of supply chain management, he learned that the individual or a company 7 days later failed to comply with tax clearance certificate, and that this is an issue which has led to an automatic disqualification. I think you heard that when when SAPS was here, am I right?
That is correct.
What have you done about that? As you said that the matter is pending. I think you said that about Vus Matlala.
Those form part of the investigation. Why the contract was awarded, who considered it, and then why the contract was cancelled, how much money was paid, and what services, if any, were rendered. That forms the broad strokes of the investigation, Honourable Member.
Now, your husband, you said you don't discuss anything with your hubby when it comes to work-related issues, am I right?
With regards to his environment and my environment.
Yeah. Now, with whatever happens on the 6th, when General Mkhwanazi spoke about the issue, because as an officer like yourself, your husband is like you. If there's crime, you must report it, am I right?
Are you asking if I must report?
Yes, and your husband as well.
I can't tell you what those the responsibilities are, but as citizens, of course, when something comes to our knowledge and we have proof, we must be able to register a criminal matter.
Now, if I may ask, because we're talking about the issue of dockets, if anyone, any South African in this country, can go to you, to IDEC, no, when I'm saying to you, I'm talking about IDEC, and say that there's docket missing, is IDEC going to act in the same way they did with my colleagues Adams? Simple answer on that one is yes or no. Can anyone be treated like my colleague, Honorable Adams, when there's a missing docket?
That's not what Adams complained of, and we won't look at a missing docket. He made allegations that are different and said the dockets were missing.
Yeah, I'm saying the same, any ordinary South African come and report like what Adams, the same scenario.
If the person is making a Section 27 referral of a matter that falls within our mandate and says, I opened cases and those dockets are missing, of course, we would have to look at it.
Were you aware about the Khumalo's arrest, including the time, location, and the manner in which it was to be carried out?
Honourable Member, the operational part of affecting arrest, search and seizure fall within the ambit of the Head of Investigations and Operations, which is Mr. Sissoko. I knew that which day all the accused were contacted for them to make themselves available.
Were you aware that he's going to be arrested?
I was aware that he was being called on the 26th of June to avail himself at the Brooklyn police station. Same with all the other co-accused.
And I'm not going to leave that one. Remember, he was arrested at the airport. My question was simple. I asked about the time, location, and in a manner which his arrest is going to be conducted. Were you aware of that?
I'm not aware because the Head of Operations deals with it, Mr. Sissoko.
So you were not aware of all the things I'm talking about?
No, I was only aware of the
So you said
date.
Mr. Sissoko, am I right?
Mr. Matthew Sissoko.
Thank you. In your opinion, does the coexistence of both IDEC and the TPCI not constitute a duplication of roles and responsibility?
We at IDEC have a very restricted and very limited mandate, Honourable Member. There's enough work for both the agencies to be able to do their work. But ours is a very small and restricted mandate. So there's space for both.
There's space for both. Now, Are you getting funding from international funders or anybody?
IDEC is not.
I'm sorry?
IDEC does not get funding from any international body. The NPA would have sourced donor funding, for example, for the Tutuzela care centers.
No, I'm fine. I just wanted, I'm passing that one. I just wanted to find, you say you're not getting that.
We're
Thank
not
you.
getting funding, no, Chair.
Thank you. I just want to find out now. When General Mkhwanazi was here, and on his press conference, he mentioned a lot of things. But I'm just going to find out from you, because as well, there's a belief that there's rogue members at IDEC. Do you agree with that?
Sorry, Honorable Member, I missed the word.
I'm saying there's rogue members.
There are no rogue members at IDEC. And I'm sure that General Mkhwanazi should have known that putting such a word out there is really irresponsible in the absence of any evidence. It has cost people their lives. It has cost agencies their mandate. There are no rogues. Perhaps he knows rogues because he did indicate he's got sources in IDEC. So maybe those are the rogues. But there are no rogues in the same way there's no good and bad.
So in your IDEC, it's above reproach. It's only SAPS where we have problems in this country.
I'm not saying that SAPS has problems. There are problems.
No, there is problems. Let me tell you now on that one. This commission, this ad hoc, which we are sitting here, is because of precisely that. If you say there's no, then it means you are wasting our time here.
No, you didn't let me complete
Yes.
my response. Not everyone in SAPS are bad apples. And with regards IDEC, if it turns out that there is someone who works against what we're supposed to do, as indicated earlier, they will be dealt with. None of that has come to the fore yet, Honorable Member.
Do you know that as we sit in our committees, in Parliament, the different committees, I don't even know who's Brian Padiach. I don't have interest in him. But we know the names. That there's Sunel Belachon, there's Thailand Peperumal, there's Brian Padiach. I don't know them. They've cost other people's life. Some people have been persecuted for many years. Are you not aware of that?
So if you can give me details, I'll answer you. But if you are talking about the Chetties who have made spurious allegations, you asked if I'm not aware of them.
Yeah, wait. Don't be emotional.
No, we're not, Chair. No.
Don't be emotional, please. Hey, through you, Chair.
No, wait.
Yeah, I'm saying through you, Chair. I'm not emotional.
Wait. Yeah. Honorable.
Let me withdraw.
Yeah.
Let me withdraw that quick, because now my members are intimidating me again.
Honorable Skosan.
Yes.
Advocate Johnson.
No, the way for me. For me, it's emotional.
Honorable Skosan. Honorable Skosan.
I'm saying for me.
No.
Yeah,
Honorable
don't
James.
Talk to me. Chair,
wait.
Can you he's talking to me here.
Wait.
No, but he mustn't speak to me. He must speak to
Wait.
You must not talk to
Wait.
No, I won't back off.
Wait. Oh, Marumo Fas. Marumo Fas. Yes. Look, ne? It happens in life that a man and a woman can peacefully stay together for a very long time and fight in a short moment. So, Honorable James and Honorable Skosana, since we use these chambers, you have been sitting like twin children in harmony. Can we continue to live the way we have been, the peaceful coexistence we have seen between the two of you? is admirable. And then yourself, again, Honorable Skosana, and Advocate Johnson, I am presiding over these proceedings. And the least I can show you is my respect. It's your choice to reciprocate. I can't impose it on you. You have a choice if you want to reciprocate. Let's continue.
Noted, Chair.
Chair, in good spirit, if I appear to be aggressive for you, my thousand apologies.
Accepted, Honorable Member.
Thank you.
And I'm happy to proceed.
Yes, maybe you proceed. So what I was saying, Advocate, is that I'm not personalizing anybody because we receive so many. Remember, I've mentioned, I think with Pade or whatever the name is, you know, and you can mention whoever you want to mention, but I don't want us to deal with, you know, those ones who've got complaints, they'll go to a police station or they'll go to IDEC. I'm just talking under general. That there's a lot of people who are, some of the issues you get them on your newspapers as well. You know that there's a complaint that some members from IDEC are terrorizing people. You know, as I said, they allege that. I'm not saying they've done so. I'm just saying that to you, as General Mkwanazi said here as well, to say there are members as well who are not, we are not saying every man and women in blue or in your unit, they are all the same. What I was asking you is that we've got this today because there's problem in this country and we must accept that.
I accept that, and what I would ask Honorable Member and anyone out there who's listening, if there are allegations against any member of IDEC, we now do have the investigating judge, and please kindly submit your reports to the Honorable Raulinga so that those allegations can be considered. No one is above reproach, Honorable Member.
Perhaps, I think I've got a few minutes. I just wanted to find out as well, there was an issue of oversight that the judge apparently appointed last month. So all these years, there was no oversight at all.
There was oversight. Parliament is the oversight body. The national director to whom the ID accounts then comes to Parliament to account for the NPA, together with work done in all of the specialized units as well as IDEC. We appear before the Justice Portfolio Committee, and then everything else also falls within the committee that would also look at IDEC's work in relation to SIU referrals, and then we also have the national director who would present the annual report of the NPA. So that would be the oversight, Honorable Member, over and beyond what I did indicate earlier, and I'm not going to repeat.
But that was the internal oversight, am I right?
Internal oversight, yes.
Yeah. Do you think that was enough?
It is precisely the reason why one looked at having external oversight over and beyond the parliamentary process, to which having a judge.
I don't want to chow too much time for my colleague here. I'll hand over to Ms. Honorable Chongwe. Am I fine, Chair?
Yeah, no, thank you so much. Is your hand up, Honorable Sokanyile, or is it down? Anyway, if the hand is not up, it is down.
How many minutes left, Chair?
No, wait, I'm coming back to you. I will tell you what your allocation is. Let me take Matthews and take Honorable Sokanyile. Honorable Matthews, Honorable
Thank you, Chair.
Sokanyile.
Advocate, I don't see the date on which the Medicare tender was referred to you. Do you have that
On the
information?
16th of February, 2025.
And was that referral part of the investigation that SAPS did that informed the decision to cancel it? Do you know? Because I know your full investigation is still happening, but did it form part of it?
The cancellation decision, I speak under correction, but the cancellation was done in May of 2025.
Okay.
At the time the referral was made, there had been no cancellation, Honorable Member.
Okay. And then we're going back to this thing about oversight, because I can see you're not relenting. it's very different. We say in Parliament is the oversight, right? But no one can come and lodge a complaint against an IDEC member here at Parliament, as they can to IPED, which sort of operates independently. So when we're talking about an oversight body, that's what we are referring to. Are you going to just withdraw that you actually don't have an oversight body? You have a reporting and a supervision body.
But to indicate that if there were criminal matters, they could go then the normal criminal route.
Yeah.
I only dealt with what was internal. But in the traditional sense, that which you referred to, Honorable Matheus, no.
Okay. So Becky Cele was right then.
For the
On
time
the
that it was
oversight.
ID,
Yes.
yes, and it's only in terms of considering the ID as permanent that we sought to ensure that there is the oversight we refer to.
And then now we do have an oversight, which is the judge, and it's not fully functional yet, but it's there.
It is there.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, let me take the following order: Honorable Nomvalo, Honorable Ngola, Honorable Malema.
Yeah, no, Chair, I just want to have a clear understanding of what the advocate is saying. Advocate, are you saying you were not aware that your husband has been shortlisted?
No, I didn't say I was not aware.
What did you say?
I said he applied for the post. There was a shortlisting process. We did the shortlisting of all the candidates, and the rest of the panelists adjudicated over his CV. I did not adjudicate. I cannot adjudicate over his CV. And when the final shortlist came out, he was shortlisted. I accept the position of the honorable member. I should then have perhaps stepped off completely. But I stepped off during the interview of himself.
Or you only stepped off during the date of the interviews?
No, during the time of his interview, yes.
During the time of his interviews?
Yes.
And then when you were doing the final selection, the adjudication, when you were selecting the final name, were you part of that process?
The other panelists did the final selection when
After
it came
the
to him.
interview?
Yes,
Were you part of that
I
process?
was part of the process when they recommended the candidates, yes.
So
but
you-
I
you-
couldn't adjudicate, honorable member, because I was not part of that interview.
So you were part of a process that agreed on the name of your husband to be appointed?
That
Are you satisfied, Honorable Member?
Yeah, no, satisfaction is something else, Chair. I've heard what she's saying.
That's what I want to check, because
Point of clarity, sir,
we
before
now
you-
move to Honorable Ngola.
No, Chair, I also have heard what she's saying. Thank you.
Honorable
You can
Malema.
pass.
Chair, I must say I'm very disappointed, Advocate, in what you did, because I'm happy you are agreeing that on a hindsight you realize you did the wrong thing. Because it doesn't matter what you do. I mean, you sit in an interview, you interview us, you ask us difficult questions. When your husband comes, you leave. No one asks the very difficult questions and then he gets high. It disadvantage. You either participate or you don't participate at all. That was a complete loss of judgment. I mean, I was so happy with everything else that you were doing, but this one, we must all agree that it was a serious lapse of judgment, especially from an advocate who should know the law of recusal. Thanks, Chair.
I accept that, Chair, but for the point of clarity, how interviews worked at the time, and they still do, all candidates are asked the same questions. So he would not have been advantaged or disadvantaged, because all candidates are asked the same question. But for the rest that you have commented on, I take it, Honorable
Look,
Malema.
What honorable members are saying is that morality and ethics may not be legislated. It's out of human conscience. And sometimes the examples that you may want to set in life. That's essentially what they are saying. It may be a practice elsewhere at the workplace, But out of human conscience, you just say, look, here I think I can conduct myself differently.
I accept that, Honorable Chair.
And Chair, we don't ask the same questions at JSC. That's the only place where I've been where we interview people, and I've never had us asking the same questions. You miss one, you don't sit at all.
Yeah.